This video, compared to most videos of Rebel Sabers that I've done, is going to be a little bit different. This one's mainly going to be about the soundboards and their functions, along with how to actually work them. Now, for this one, this is going to be the first one because I call this one soundboard number 1 from the Green Duelist. I have a bit of a story, a crazy story with this one. If you want to hear about that story, I'll leave a link down below in the description. It'll take you to the video where I did a full video about this in the past. You'll see exactly why I kind of labeled this one will be the first one, or like the oldest soundboard. So the Green Duelist will be soundboard number 1. The Dark Quillin will be for soundboard number 2. The Phantom Warden will be soundboard number 3. And my newest one, the Vigilante, will be soundboard number 4. So, to begin, we'll go with soundboard number 1, just by the functions alone. Not really going to do a demo of all the stuff that comes with the soundboard and everything. This is mainly just for the functions and how to be able to do certain things. And just in case if you lose the cards, like the little cards that it comes with to tell you how to be able to work the sabers. So this is for just in case if you lose those cards and you want to learn how to work the saber for certain kinds. If you have this kind of soundboard or whatever kind of soundboard I point to, and you want to try and figure out how to be able to work it, if you possibly might lose the cards, the instruction cards, this would be the video to go to. So, soundboard number 1, press and hold for like 3 seconds. Here like that. Turn on perfectly with one press. And then one thing I'm putting out very closely, because I'm only going to have it like this and just press down. Most cards, or almost all cards, will tell you by doing it by a few seconds. Watch the amount of blinks from the switch to do certain functions. So, soundboard number 1, press 1, and then press and hold for 3 blinks to turn off completely. And then for the sound change, press and hold for 1 blink and let go.
Dark sound. Dark sound.
And then for saber effect change, 2 blinks. Or scratch that. This soundboard doesn't have the saber effect change by manually doing it. It basically it's like a default. So pressing and hold 2 blinks actually changes the sound font instead of doing the saber effect change. Remember, this is an older model, so pressing and hold 2 will do saber font change instead of saber effect change, like for different blades, like regular, pulse, and unstable. So modes to have regularly, and compare just like every other saber, you hold for 10 seconds. You let it blink 3 times, but still continue to keep holding it. 1, 2, 3, turn off, and then you keep holding it in order to actually turn off completely. So it's very simplified. So for the first soundboard, when you change sound fonts, you can't change the blade effect because it's more of an older model. And so whatever sound font you change to would have a different saber effect, but you can't really do anything to that. It's like a default kind of setting for the 6 sound fonts that it gives you. So it's pretty standard that way. Now for Soundboard number 2 for the Dark Quillen, as an example. Look real closely. Hold. Press it. Press and hold. Turn it off. Now, in this soundboard, the same way, press and hold one blink, let go for volume change. And this time, you actually get to press and hold for 2 blinks while the saber's off to do a blade effect, like so.
Stable.
Do it again.
Pause.
And then do it again.
Stable.
And also in this case, you press and hold to let it blink 3 times in order to change the sound font compared to the other one. And in this case, all sabers, both first soundboard and the second soundboard, have, when the color change option is something that you want to try to go for, when they both turn on, you press and hold the button to let it blink twice, let go, and then you press and hold afterwards to change the color. And just let go. You press it to confirm your choice, and then press and hold again. Hold all the way till it turns off.
The resistance is dead. The war is over.
So soundboard 1 and 2, both, when you after you turn on the saber, you press and hold the button and it blinks twice, let go, and then you press and hold again afterwards to choose the color. And once you choose the color, you let go, click on it quickly to do like a blaster effect, and that confirms your color selection. So pretty straightforward for the controls for soundboard 1 and 2, even though 1 has less than the second one. Now, the controls for soundboard 3 and 4 are about the same. The only difference is that the newest one has different sound fonts. However, I'll just scratch that. It just has different sound fonts. That's just the main difference. But the controls of soundboard 3 and 4 are the same. So in this case, soundboard 3, you have another kind of music going down, but this one's like the longest. So if you have this kind of soundboard and it sounds like this, where you just press and hold for 1 second and it turns on, and you can either let the music play out or just press the button afterwards or during it and you can cut it off automatically. Do you let it play out the whole way, or just press right after? See? And on soundboard 3 and 4, the blinking is actually faster. So if you look closely right here, when it turns off, instead of 3 blinks to turn off the saber, it's 4 this time. So pretty straightforward. So, and also try to get on as quickly. Actually, for the Saber lockup, for soundboard 1 and 2, you press and hold the button for 1 click. You see it blink once, let go, and then you press, I believe you press and hold. Actually, let me do that real quick. For this one, you have to turn it on. From here, press and hold once, and then I believe you either click it or hold it. Yeah, click it, and then press it again. There you go. So the soundboard for 1 and 2, when it comes to the Saber lockup, is about the same. Press and hold for 1 blink, let it go, and then click it, and it'll do the Saber lockup. For soundboard 3 and 4, when you want to do the Saber lockup, this time you press and hold for 1 blink, and then just let it go, and it'll automatically do the Saber lockup. And also, for the second, third, and fourth soundboards, for color change, you press and hold for 2 blinks, and also let go. So let it go, and it'll do the color change on its own until you find a selection, and then you press the AV switch once to confirm whatever color you want it to be. And then it stays. And then from here, you press and hold for 3 blinks to unlock the the quotes for each sound font.
I'll never join you if you only knew the power of the dark side.
And then press and hold for 4 blinks to turn off all the way. Easy as that. And also, for a sound, for right here, soundboard 3 and 4, when you see it for the volume change, same thing. Press and hold once to let it blink once to let go. For sound, to go low, high, or no sound. 2 blinks for blade effect. 3 blinks for music change. And then 4 blinks to change the sound font. So, 1 blink.
No sound. Dark sound.
And then for Saber change, Saber effect.
Yes. Stable. Stable.
And then music. You just let it go every single time. And of course, for sound, if you want to change sound font, it's 4 blinks, and automatically just let it go.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time.
See?
Skywalker. That lightsaber was Luke's.
Solo.
And there you go. pretty straightforward. And also when you turn it on, for soundboard 3 and 4, After you turn it off completely, just keep holding it, and then turn off all the way or go to sleep mode when the red ring turns off. See? Same way, just like for the new one, where it's more crisp and clean for all the features, but the functions are just the same as the soundboard number 3 from the Phantom Warden. Different on kind of voice, more of a different kind of tone. However, all the functionality of this one is just the same as Saber number 3. Even though everything's more cleaned up, more crisp and clean when it comes to the sound, the font change, the quote change, and all the other stuff, including the blade effects with no buzzing at all, and even you can hear everything perfectly without some parts being chopped. Functionality is the same, just like the other one. And of course, they both turn off the same way. Blanks all the way. And even though it turns off a little slowly for the Saber, everything else still matches perfectly. So that's the functionality for the oldest Saber, for the oldest Saber soundboard number 1, soundboard number 2, soundboard number 3, and soundboard number 4. And that's it. So, I already said this before on the previous video, but I'll say it again just in case. Never use a 9V cable to plug into your Saber to charge it up. Cables like this, the 5V cable to the USB, are the only ones to charge these soundboards because they're not as strong compared to most products that require a 9V wall plug or any kind of plug to actually make it charge up. Only these kind of plugs. And you can find these easy on Amazon or any kind of place elsewhere. Just gotta remember 5V, and then for the retention screws for the Sabers, for Rebel Sabers, M4 grub screws. Get those. I'm not sure which length, but those are specific grub screws for putting on the Sabers, for the hilts to connect to the blades to keep them still. So hope this video is helpful to anybody who loses the cards or whatever, or just need to know how to kind of make things function perfectly or function with every kind of thing in there. So hope it helps out. So thanks again. See you in the next one.